We're good.
Let me start with a statement.
Sure.
That's all on me. My team wasn't ready to play. I said we got to have an edge every time we come to the floor. And we didn't have an edge to us against South Alabama on Thursday night from the start. We got beat to 50-50 balls. We got beat, and we were able to turn it on Thursday against South Alabama. You keep digging holes like this, it's going to end up popping you. All the credit's got to go to Troy. Phil Cunningham did a great job. They had high energy. They had a good plan. This one goes back for our lack of energy, our lack of effort, our not having an edge about us. That goes back to me.
How do you create that, I guess? Is it something you could do in practice yesterday or something you do pregame or,
I think it's a mentality.
Yeah.
It's a mentality. You got to have some dog in you. You can't be, it's coolness doesn't win. Toughness wins across the board. We got beat 13 on the glass. They got to the foul line. They made 25 free throws. We shot no free throws in the first half. We weren't aggressive with the basketball. We've got to be tougher with it. The ball's got to go to the paint. We shot 23 threes in this game. In practice today, we talked about in the last 3 games, we were 4 for 10 from three-point line against South Alabama. We were 4 for 10 from three-point line against Texas Arlington. We were 5 for 14 from three-point line against Texas State. Those are winning numbers for us, not 23 threes. That's a passive mentality that I take full responsibility for.
part of those threes probably just because you got down early? Do you think that was part of it? Do you think maybe you guys went to that too early and too often?
At times, but I thought from the start we shot too many threes. I thought we were 2 for 12 from three-point line at the half. That's not our DNA.
Did your opinion of Troy change after seeing what they did Thursday night? Because they hadn't been playing all that well for a couple of weeks, and then they dropped 98. I mean, does that change how you viewed them and just kind of how you thought you would play them tonight?
Yeah, but I've got a lot of respect for Phil Cunningham. I've known Phil for a long time, and he's an excellent coach. I've been around the game for a long time with Mississippi State, with Western Kentucky last year, and they won the glass on Thursday night by 12. They won it tonight by 13, and that's grit, that's want-to, that's heart, that's toughness, and that's a mentality. And they came into this game tonight with a mentality, and they won the 50-50 balls. They were the tougher, more prepared team, and then credit goes out to them.
They're not statistically a great three-point shooting team, but they did it the other night, and they did it tonight. Tonight, I mean, was it they're just on a roll here these last couple of days, or is that part of kind of an edge getting out there and guarding?
Well, I'll tell you this. I mean, they're shooting the basketball with a lot of confidence. Yeah. They're shooting the ball 32% from three-point line for the year. Coming into this game, in their 3 previous games, they're shooting 48% from three-point line as a team, 32 to 48. So we knew they were shooting it with a lot of confidence. They were 14 for 27 from three-point line on Thursday night against Arkansas State. We knew we had to get to Williams. We knew we had to get to Calhoun. We knew we had to get to Mulhaney. I mean, they've got some guys that can shoot it, and they're shooting in rhythm with a lot of confidence right now.
Will, with those 2 fouls early, how does that change just kind of your flow, just considering how much he's meant to you so far? I mean, that probably...
Well, that's big. Yeah. That's big. And we went back with him at the 4-minute media timeout in the first half. We played him the last 3:45 and 3:50. But we've got to have guys step up. I mean, that's part of the game. There are no excuses. You've got to have a mentality, and we didn't play with an edge to us tonight. And like I said earlier, I take full responsibility for that.
Since the second half, Ben made a couple of shots. It looked like he could get you in it. I mean, he made a couple threes, and then right back down, they made a 3 to answer it. I mean, is that just kind of the role they're on, or just... Yeah.
They made a 3, and then a couple times they came up with a 50-50 ball on offensive glass that hurt us. And the credit's got to go out to Troy. I mean, they played with an energy. They played with the toughness. We've got to give them credit.
This is a pretty physical game, and just from what you're talking to, you probably don't feel like you guys matched the physical.
No, I didn't. But like I said, I mean, that goes back on me. That doesn't go back on that locker room in there. I mean, we didn't have the edge that we got to have every time you come to the floor. You've got to play, as we've seen in those first 3 conference games. They're possession games when you play the right way. When you don't play the right way, you get popped the way we got popped tonight, where it's not a possession game.
How much does this change just kind of your guys' momentum? I mean, you could have been 4-0, the only league team being 4-0.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. It's over with.
Yeah.
We'll come back tomorrow and we'll get prepared for Western Kentucky, and it's a long grind. I mean, I've been through these for a long time, and it's an 18-game schedule. We've got 8 weeks left going into this Western Kentucky game. We've got a tough road swing. First at Western Kentucky, we've got to be prepared for a very good team there.
Hey, Coach, do you think this loss will kind of get the guys' attention? Like you told them, they hadn't started very well 2 games consecutively.
Well, you certainly hope, but like I said, that goes back on me. I mean, that locker room's hurting in there, that those guys want to win basketball games. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, you've got to have something like this throughout the course of the grind if you're going to play for a conference championship. And this is early in it. You know, this is disappointing when you don't have an edge coming to the floor in front of a nice crowd right here, but we'll get better from it.
Is that it? Thanks, guys.
Thanks.